What if the most significant financial battle is being decided right now in the shadows, while everyone is distracted by the noise? The engines of the old financial world are beginning to grind in a new direction. The period of economic tightening, of pulling back, appears to be decisively over. We've just seen the signal, the pivot. This isn't just a minor tweak to the system, it's the sound of the floodgates beginning to creak open. The world is witnessing the sunset of quantitative tightening and the dawn of quantitative easing. What does this truly mean? It means a great migration of capital is about to begin. We are standing on the shore, about to watch a tsunami of cash flow away from the secure havens, where it has been hiding for safety. This dormant money is now looking for a new home, a place where it can grow, a place with potential. It's searching for risk-on assets. It will undoubtedly flow into the equities market, but a significant portion of it is now aimed directly at the digital asset space. This isn't just a guess, it's the observation of a predictable cycle. And sitting at the very center of this new setup, one particular asset is positioned in a way that is almost too perfect, so perfect that it's unsettling. We are looking at what could be one of the most profound and asymmetric opportunities in modern market history, specifically for XRP. All the fundamental pieces are aligning on the board in a way that is almost mathematical. Yet what is the dominant emotion being pushed into the market? What is the narrative that echoes in every corner? Fear, uncertainty, doubt. The FUD is not just present, it is a deafening roar. It's a manufactured fog, so thick it's becoming blinding. This is the great paradox, the most incredible setup imaginable, deliberately shrouded in the worst sentiment possible. You must ask yourself, who benefits from this fog? If you look beneath the surface, deep into the data, a fascinating and disturbing trend is revealed. While the average retail holder is paralyzed by this manufactured fear, the largest players, the whales, are doing the exact opposite. They are not waiting. They are not wavering. They are accumulating. They are right now gobbling up XRP as if it's the last remaining lifeboat on a sinking ship. Think about the logic for just one moment. Why would these massive, sophisticated accounts, the ones with access to the best information, be risking tens of millions of dollars on an asset that the average person is being told is worthless or destined to fail? They are not risking that kind of capital because they expect it to collapse. They are not betting on failure. They are operating on an entirely different level of information. They are peeling back the layers of the onion while everyone else is still crying over the first cut. They see what is lurking just beneath the surface. They can see the path to regulatory clarity being paved step by step. They can see the architecture of an entirely new digital economy being erected all around us, and they can see precisely where this technology fits as a cornerstone. The catalysts are no longer distant dreams, they are at the door. The mechanisms for spot ETFs are being finalized, a development that is likely only weeks away, not years. On top of that, a critical decision from the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, one that concerns Ripple and a potential banking license, is expected imminently. If that license is granted, the impact cannot be overstated. It would be a paradigm shift, a final validation at the highest level. But you don't even need to wait for that. Just observe the moves being made on the chessboard. Ripple isn't just waiting for things to happen, it's aggressively expanding its territory. They have been making massive strategic acquisitions. For custody, the critical component of holding assets, they brought in Metaco. For clearing, they acquired Hidden Road, which has since been transformed into the powerful Ripple Prime. For cross-border corporate remittances, a multi-trillion-dollar market, they secured Standard Treasury, a firm that already handles immense financial flows. All of this is happening in parallel while they are actively assisting nation-states in the development and evolution of their own sovereign digital currencies. Does this sound like a company that's frightened? Does this sound like a company without a plan? They absolutely have a plan, and the smart money, the whale accounts, they see it clearly. This is precisely why the FUD campaign against the retail investor is so intense, so loud, and so relentless right now. It is a genuine spearheaded psychological attack to spook the average person out of their position. When have we seen this script play out before? It's a classic playbook, and we've seen it run. You just have to look back to 2017. In January of that year, XRP was trading for fractions of a penny, around 0.6 of a cent. It had a strong run, shooting up to around 20 or 25 cents, but then it stopped. It went flat. For a long time, it just sat there, doing nothing. The FUD was unbearable. People who had been holding since 0.006 thought they were geniuses. They took their profit off the table, convinced they had won the game. And what happened right around the corner, just when their conviction broke? The asset didn't just climb, it went vertical. It exploded to $3.84. Imagine the crushing feeling of those who sold, missing out on those life-altering multiples. That is precisely the game being played again, right now. In fact, that violent, gut-wrenching flash crash we experienced just a couple of weeks ago, it wasn't random noise. It was a mirror. It mimicked a very similar, devastating crash in 2017 that shook everyone out of the market right before the real parabolic move began. It dropped over 50%, and then, within weeks, it ignited. Many of the sharpest technical analysts are seeing this exact pattern coiling up again. They aren't seeing a collapse. They are seeing a spring being compressed, preparing for a major move to the upside. Now, it's true there are respected voices out there who are cautious, suggesting this could still be a bear market. It's too complex to call with 100% certainty. But there are many others looking at different indicators like a broadening wedge who are making a very compelling case that this run is far from over. But here is the most critical distinction of all. This environment is nothing like 2020 or 2021. Back then, the entire ecosystem was suffocating under the immense dark cloud of the SEC lawsuit. Nobody knew what the outcome would be. It was an existential threat. Today, that threat is gone. That clarity has, in large part, arrived. This is why the current situation doesn't mimic 2021. It mimics 2017. Something massive is coming. This asset is poised to shock even the most seasoned observers. The key, in moments of extreme noise and doubt, is to find the signal. When in doubt, you must zoom out. And when you do, what do you really see? You no longer see the daily FUD. You see the steel framework of a new global digital economy being built piece by piece. You see the tokenization of all real-world assets. You see a transition so profound that 1,000 years from now, history books will mark this very moment. This is what the global institutions, the WEF, the IMF, the BIS, are all openly calling the Fourth Industrial Revolution. We are not just watching it, we are standing on the threshold of it. This is not a time for fear. This is a time for perspective. This is opportunity. A great day is on the way. Buckle up.